Hi, welcome again. Thanks for joining me for another worship devotional. I should really come up with some fancy schmancy name for what these are. I have nothing. It's me and a piano and a little devotional. Thanks for joining me. So we're going to talk about the song Glory tonight. And this is a very new worship song. I wrote this just a couple of months ago, so it's really fresh. And I was just thinking about, there was a lot of discussion about COVID and a lot of discussion about politics and among other things, right? And I was hearing a lot of people talk about who was going to get the glory for certain things. Like, if there's going to be a vaccine for COVID, who's going to get the glory for that? And who's going to get the glory for uniting people? And who's going to get the glory for this or that? And I was thinking about that, and it just occurred to me that I don't think people get glory ever. I think that we like to interchange the word glory with credit, like who's going to get the credit. And we think about glory as something that gives us value and worth. And so I was thinking about the fact that God's glory is actual glory. And I was trying to find a really great definition for God's glory. And you know what? It's hard. It's hard to find a good biblical definition of glory. It's lasting. It's never changing. It's his holiness, his weightiness. It is God's light. It is his splendor. God's glory is what made the face of Moses shine for several days after they met. Excuse me. And to us, glory is about recognition. You know, you can get glory for an accomplishment or you can get glory for a win. It's just not the same thing. The other thing about human glory versus God's glory is that human glory never lasts. And we always are seeking it. Once you get a taste of it, you want more of it and more of it. And God's glory is eternal. And so as I was thinking about that, I was thinking I want to write a praise song that talked about God being the only being who is worthy of glory. And so that's where this song came from. I'm going to read from Isaiah chapter 6. It's the very beginning of Isaiah 6. In the Bible, and it reads, "In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord high and exalted, seated on a throne, and the train of his robe filled the temple. Above him were seraphim, each with 6 wings. With 2 wings they covered their faces, with 2 they covered their feet, and with 2 they were flying, and they were calling to one another, 'Holy, holy, holy is the Lord Almighty. The whole earth is full of his glory.'" And to me, that sort of encapsulates the glory of God, who God is, what God does, what he has created, what he has made, and that really only God is worthy of glory. So that's where this song came from. So I actually put together these words about to praise God for his great glory, and I used a little riff to get the song going that I wrote more than 20 years ago, probably 24, 25 years ago, but I never had a great song to write with it. So this little riff, that's about 25 years old. But it works really well with this song, so it gets us going and it just helps the song to move forward. And when I wrote the words to this, I wanted to write words that talked about the Trinity of God specifically. So as you pay attention to the lyrics, you'll notice that the words talk about creation. They talk about Noah, actually, God in relation to Noah, about the prophet Isaiah, about God in relation to the prophet Isaiah, about Jesus and redemption, and about people. And so only God is deserving of this glory. And like I said, it's fairly new. We've only done it a handful of times at church. So I'm going to play it through, and you're welcome to sing it with me. Here we go.
else divides the waters in the sky. And nobody else can make it rain or keep it dry. And nobody else calls forth the desert to full bloom. And no one can raise the dead to make an empty tomb. So we sing glory, glory to the giver of life, glory to the Father of light. We sing glory, glory to the Son of Man, glory to the great I am. We sing glory. Nobody else is fully God and fully man. Nobody else could save the world with his own hands. And nobody else can speak one word and heal the lame. But you've got the glory, you've got the power, you've got the name. So we sing glory, glory to the giver of life, glory to the Father of light. We sing glory, glory to the Son of Man, glory to the great I am. We sing glory. And nobody else could walk the road to Calvary. And nobody else could pay the price to set me free. And nobody else could bear my cross and take my shame. But you've got the glory, you've got the power, you've got the name. So